Snow fell softly outside the old apartment window, the kind of snow that muted the city and made everything feel paused, as if the world itself was holding its breath. Inside, the lights were low, warm, and golden, reflecting off a small Christmas tree that looked slightly out of place in the corner, borrowed ornaments, uneven branches, and a star that leaned just a little to the left. She stood near the window, her arms folded around herself, watching the street below. People passed with gifts and laughter, couples holding hands, families bundled together. Christmas had always looked like this from the outside, beautiful, distant, and never meant for her. Until tonight. He watched her quietly from across the room, careful not to break the fragile calm that had settled between them. This wasn't how he had imagined Christmas either. No grand dinner, no loud music, no crowd. Just silence, snow, and a moment that felt far more important than anything he had ever planned. They hadn't known each other long. A few weeks, maybe less. A chance meeting that neither of them had been looking for, born out of exhaustion, disappointment, and the quiet hope that maybe, just maybe, not all connections were temporary. She turned toward him slowly, her eyes reflecting the lights of a tree. There was uncertainty there, but also something else. Trust, fragile but real. "I didn't think I'd be here tonight," she said softly. "Me neither," he replied. "But I'm glad you are." Her smile was small, hesitant, as if she wasn't sure she was allowed to accept happiness without consequences. Her life had taught her to be careful, to ask questions before believing, to protect herself before hoping. Christmas music drifted faintly from a neighbor's apartment, muffled through the walls. The kind of song that talked about miracles and promises. She laughed quietly, almost to herself. "Funny," she said. "Every year they sing about love like it just shows up." "And?" he asked. "And it never did. Not for me." He didn't step closer. He didn't reach for her. He had learned that some hearts needed space more than reassurance. Instead, he spoke gently. "Maybe it doesn't show up loudly," he said. "Maybe it comes quietly, when you're not looking." She studied him, as if weighing his words against years of disappointment. "You really believe that?" "I didn't," he admitted. "Not until recently." Silence returned, but it wasn't uncomfortable. It felt full, like something meaningful was growing in the gaps between words. She walked toward the small table and picked up a mug of cocoa, wrapping her hands around it. "I used to hate Christmas," she said. "Everyone else had somewhere to belong. I just survived it." "What changed?" he asked. She hesitated. "I met someone who didn't rush me, who didn't expect me to be more than I am." His chest tightened at her words. "You don't have to be more," he said. "You already are enough." The clock ticked loudly on the wall, marking the seconds of Christmas Eve slipping away. Midnight was close now, the moment when one day ended and another began. A moment that always felt symbolic, whether you believed in symbols or not. She set the mug down and looked at him again. "I'm not good at this," she said honestly. "I don't always know what I'm feeling, or what I'm allowed to feel." "That's okay," he replied. "We can go slow." She took a step closer. Just one. Slow is good. The space between them felt charged now, not with urgency, but with meaning. Every movement mattered. Every breath. Outside, church bells rang faintly in the distance, announcing Christmas Day. He lifted his hand slightly, not touching her yet. "May I?" he asked. She nodded. His fingers brushed hers, tentative, respectful. Her hand trembled, not with fear, but with the weight of the moment. No one had ever asked her permission like this. No one had ever treated closeness like something sacred. Her voice was barely audible when she spoke. "I've never done this the right way." He looked at her, really looked at her. "There's no right way," he said. "There's only what feels right to you." She swallowed, then met his eyes. "I just don't want to disappear after tonight." "You won't," he said firmly. "Not to me." The truth in his voice made her eyes sting. She blinked back tears, embarrassed by how much his words affected her. He stepped closer now, slowly, giving her time to pull away if she wanted to. She didn't. Their foreheads touched, a simple gesture that somehow felt more intimate than anything she had known. Her breath caught. "This feels different," she whispered. "It is," he said. Minutes passed like seconds. Or maybe seconds stretched into something longer. Time behaved strangely when hearts were fully present. Then, in a voice so soft it barely existed, he asked, "Can I keep going?" He whispered on Christmas. Her heart raced, not because she was afraid, but because she finally felt seen, heard. Respected. She closed her eyes and nodded.
Yes.
Just don't rush me. I won't, he promised. They moved together in quiet understanding, guided not by expectation, but by care. There was no urgency, no pressure to turn the moment into something it wasn't ready to be. Just warmth, closeness, and a steady realization that love didn't always arrive loudly. Sometimes it arrived like snowfall.
Soft.
Silent, transforming everything it touched. When morning came, the city was buried in white. The world looked new. She woke to the sound of breathing beside her. Calm, steady, real. For a moment, panic threatened to rise, old habits whispering that this was temporary. Then she remembered the way he had asked, the way he had waited, the way he had stayed. She smiled. Christmas had finally found her, not in lights or gifts, but in a quiet promise that didn't need words. And for the first time in her life, she believed it might last.